second season without a supportive producer and any other cast in the world. I really want to say that. I mean, the skill set and the range that you have with all these actors is incredible to be able to pull that off. It was beyond my wildest dreams. I'm sure they died a bit when they got the script, but it was better than anything I could have imagined, and really, really, it was so hard and so joyous and amazing, and it's one of my favorite things we've ever done.
Do you remember how confusing the read-through was? We were like, okay. Because Boa, who was who? It was crazy.
Yeah. Every name had two names beside it. It's like, yeah. Good times.
Now I think that episode really accentuates how unique each character is, and you guys have really unique actors, of course, for them. So for the executive team, how did you choose each actor?
Yes.
Casting's tough. First of all, let's go with Anna. Anna, we almost gave up, to be honest, on the show. We had a very antsy network who was saying, you can't find a lead, you can't find a lead. We were in LA, we were in Vancouver, we were in Toronto. Cast like a wide web, couldn't get anybody. Like Anna showed up and it was done. Simple, obvious, no choice. We had to sort of lie to our manager and agent and say there were 4 or 5 people. No, it was Anna, it was done. All right. Ksenia sent in the tape. I saw the tape and I fell in love with it right away. And I went to the network, I said, done, 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 you know, and then we flew her in and she goes, I mean, I think your comic timing, you didn't realize how good you are.
I was like, I'm so not funny.
He says, I'm not going to get this. Yeah. Ksenia didn't expect to get this at all, you know, because she's so hilarious. And when we did the pilot, when we did the pilot episode, we didn't anticipate her being as good as she was at this. And I was on set when she killed Moria, when Bo killed Moria. And I called Michelle, she was in Texas, and I said, I need a line for Ksenia right now. And she said, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. I said, write something. And she wrote a bunch of lines and I gave you the choice. Anyway, what's the one we picked?
Smells like frat bitch.
So I knew she knew what she was doing. Chris, there's a story behind Chris, takes a second, so bear with me. We got down to a few leading men and we were talking about what kind of guy we wanted. And I decided that we were going to have them read opposite Bo to see where the chemistry was. And we had what I would call sort of like poster boy for some cosmetic commercial. We had Chris, who honestly didn't think he was as punky as he actually is. Very modest in addition. But the big thing that happened, and I love telling this story.
Cheers.
When we had them read, there was this scene where Bo and Anna and Chris had to kiss. And it was a very emotional scene. And when it came, the kiss started. Anna jumped up, wrapped her legs around him. He turned around. They slammed against the wall. They ran at it for a few minutes. They stopped. They looked back at us, and I started laughing, and I'm going like this. I'm pointing at them. They have no clue why I'm pointing. They'd broken the plaster of the wall. They were so into it that I had no clue. And then Chris started giving me notes on the character as he left the audition. This is what it should be doing. Yeah. Great experience.
Now this show gets pretty physical. For that last.
In one context, a few different ones, right?
But for you, Anna, as the show gets more complex and the fight sequences get more complex, have you had to adjust training or do something different to prepare for that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I try to keep myself strong because, you know, there is a lot of action, and sometimes the love scenes are harder than the fight scenes. But, yeah, I got to work with a really great trainer in LA, and we would train a few mornings a week in River Park. And it would be all like misty, and the coyotes would be coming out, Until he sent me a video recently of what we had done, and I was wearing mittens. I was like, that's just not very cool. But yeah, I try to sort of learn different things. We have a great stunt team, and I have a fantastic stunt double as well, who's always there to help me. And then if something looks incredible, it's probably her. But I do most of it myself.
Very awesome. Now back to the whole love triangle stuff and all those love scenes. Now season 1 was really focused on the love triangle, but season 2 is kind of geometrically challenged. You can't just have the triangle anymore. There's a lot of different, love stories going on.
Homie hopping.
So, of course, as Dice and Chris, you had probably the most difficult time in season 2 with the whole love aspect. At what point did you find out that you had a new love interest? When did you find that out?
I think when we got the script, I think it was alluded to me a little bit, but we hadn't really fine-tuned it. And then I think the script showed up, and it was Kiara, and I met the lovely Ina Rosler, and who was cast by the director. Wait. Thanks. A great job casting. Clark Johnson, thank you so much.
Actually,
There's been a lot of episodes on the bridge, my friends. And thank God we got her because she was really open. Basically, Nina and I had to connect and create a 1,000-year-old relationship in 2 days. So we went out to dinner, drank a bottle of wine, realized we both like scotch, bought some cigarettes from the Maitre D, and got a little silly, and all of a sudden, boom, we had a relationship. It's that easy, folks. You think it's all like that? But, sorry, she was amazing, and I can't remember the original question. That's great.
I remember the first read-through that her name is mentioned, and I was like, kind of jealous. I'm like, you've got a new love interest for Dyson, huh? And afterwards I said to Jay, I'm like, is she prettier than me? And he's like, we haven't cast her yet. And I'm like, wrong answer. The answer is no.
I get a lot of those.
And season 2 finally gets Kinsey some action here. So, Ksenia, how did you feel getting the introduction of Nate with your character?
Well, first of all, the actor who played Nate, Aaron Ashmore, is a phenomenal actor, and I'm so lucky that it was him. And he was just part of the cast. It was like he'd been there from day one. We just loved him so much. And I mean, it was great. I was really excited to see a more vulnerable side of Kenzie. I was really excited to, watch her fall in love and see where that takes her. And, I always want to play different emotions, play different things, and whether it's, changing my look 25 times an episode, to, changing what Kenzie goes through and her experiences and the situations she gets put in. So it was just something completely new, completely fresh, and Aaron just made it, really, really amazing. So it was lovely.
Love it.